Hello, it is episode
38
of the Misc. Hi everybody, how are you doing? Today we are joined by our good friend Simple Flips, Nathaniel, Tetra, and Nintendrew. This is a colorful cast of characters. It's been a while since we've had Simple on the cast. What was the last episode? Because I know that there was one that he was on that I think Nathan and I weren't on.
It's
like
been a
Ships
while.
in the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's been probably at least over a year.
Yeah.
At least.
It's been a hot minute. I remember
it's-
recording a couple of them, but I don't rember like what it was about or anything beyond that
funny
nature.
It's funny that
Define
he's,
which the last one
Yes.
was.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's funny that that he's joining us for this one just because like this is the one where there's no topic. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
like-
a cast, but you guys did the chip thing.
Yes,
That was, like,
that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
That
fair.
counts.
I did eat chips.
That was like the length of a cast.
We ate a lot. That was basically just a chip podcast. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
A Chipcast.
Yeah.
So we should rename the Minuscast. Chipcast.
It's just gonna be the chip cast instead. I want to do like more of that kind of stuff. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Next
it
time
was
we all meet
definitely.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
You're
I'm
like-
sad that I missed too many games this year. In
Yeah.
retrospect, like it looked like a lot of fun, but
You know, I mean, it was, but like at the same time, there really wasn't that many people there.
yeah,
Like, I met up with, she says, Connor the Waffle. I think that was
Me.
it. I didn't even see like Ant Dude. Like, I didn't really see anybody.
Yeah.
Obviously,
wow.
Nam was promoting his game. Oh, oops. But I don't know. There just wasn't a lot of creators there. I didn't see Scott or well,
really.
I know Scott was there.
Scott was
But-
there, yeah.
I did not see him or run into him or anything.
I know Swanky was planning to go, then he like pulled out pretty close to the end there.
Yeah, like last minute.
I feel like 2022 will be the resurgence of the convention scene, and I'm real pumped for that.
The
Oh,
real
yeah.
comeback
That's
year.
that's what I said last
I
year.
hope so, dude.
Yeah.
I've been working on my beach body for conventions.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Where are the
what's up.
conventions?
Gotta show it
You're
off.
just gonna show up shirtless at a convention.
Just coming in
Yeah.
ripped.
Yeah.
I might
whoa.
be. We might get demonetized for this phrase, but I've liked the
Oh.
phrase of vaxxed and waxed and ready for summer.
I remember, I think this summer people that got vaccinated, they were ready. It was like, what was it, a hot vax summer or something? There was some sort of phrase that was going around for those that got
Hot
vaxxed during
boy
the summer.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was, but I don't know.
Yes.
So what's
Yeah,
going on
hopefully-
in your fellas' lives?
You know,
Nothing.
Making videos,
not a dang thing.
being
I'm
a
boring.
YouTuber.
Being a YouTuber? Okay.
This is why we plan out topics before we record.
We could talk about the YouTuber life. I don't know. We can
Yeah.
talk about how kind of boring it is. I don't know. I don't want to call it boring, but
I mean, it's all really, you make it like you kind of choose if you want it to be boring or not, I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah.
you could put yourself under a lot of stress if you want. Like I do,
Yeah,
which is
I
not
mean,
always
Yeah,
a good
you could
idea.
become a YouTuber.
Yeah. Well, you could tackle like 8 projects at once and think you can do them all, and then you realize you can't because you're
Yep.
too ambitious.
Yeah.
It was. It's
So-
funny because Nathan and I were talking about that like early in the year. I think literally what he said to me was, "Dude, why are we so ambitious?" I'm like, I know. It sucks.
Yeah, it was just like one of those days where both of us were really drained, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I don't want to do anything today."
And I'm just like clacking away. I'm like, "Yep, I feel that a lot." So today's been one of those days for me because I've been working on like the video for this week, and I'm just like, I have to do this, but like it's not that I
Theoretically
don't want to
couldn't,
do it, but I kind of need to at the same time. It's tough.
Yeah.
There are always aspects of any project that you're really passionate to do, and then
Yeah.
all the like stuff you have to do to
Yeah.
carry the passion.
Yeah.
So
That's
not all of
exactly
it's
right.
fun. You got to do
Yeah.
the boring stuff too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, strangely, I don't know why it's been this way, but like my least favorite part of making a video recently has been getting the gameplay. As weird as that
Really?
sounds, it's actually because the thing is with most of my videos, it's like I need this very specific clip. Like I'm working on like a Smash Bros thing, and like everything I need is specific, so it takes a long time to like capture it. So there is no like go online and get 2 seconds of it. Like that doesn't happen. Like I have to find it myself. So for me at least, I hate that part. But scripting is fun. You know, editing
I hate
stuff
scripting.
together is fun. Like everything else is great, but I don't know.
I hate scripting.
It's so interesting to like hear the different sides to that, because like I was thinking the exact same thing that Nathan said, except right now my least favorite thing is audio editing, and it used to be my favorite part. It used to be my favorite part of the process, and now I'm just like, because like I'm too thorough with it now. And the script writing used to like sort of be mid-tier, sort of bottom of the list, just because like, and I was talking to Drew about this when we saw each other last. He came up with a great idea. So like, kudos to you, dude, because like you streamlined my process tenfold.
I don't remember this. What was it?
Remember how I would say that like it was such a chore to like play through the game and then like have to watch it again and like do the script writing. And then you said,
like just do timestamps? Yeah,
you said something like, okay, why don't you have like a ding sound effect or whatever while you're recording? I'm just like, yeah, I could try that. And then like I set up OBS and I'm doing it now, and oh my god, like oh my god, it saves me so much time.
Saves a lot of time.
Yes, it does. And now it's just like, oh, I don't even mind that anymore.
Nice. I always wish that I could be better about ad-libbing for videos. Like,
yes.
I feel like ultimately I end up like anymore. Well, when I first started YouTube, I would kind of set out like a basic outline of what I wanted to cover in any given video, and then I felt like confident that I could just sit there and like kind of talk about what I wanted to talk about. But after a certain point of viewership, it's like there's like there's a sort of incentive to try to like make it a little bit more streamlined and like keep people's attention longer. So I feel like I have to script everything pretty much to the word at this point to be able to like cut down on all the fluff or like, you know, the ums and hums and, you know, like I don't want to have to do a jump cut every 2 seconds when I trip over my words or when I have to think about something for a second. So it's always that is a tedious part of the process for me, is like it doesn't take me too long to get an outline of what I want to cover, but then actually expanding that out into like a 7-page college essay is like the meat of the time that's taken there.
What about you, Simple? What's the one part that you don't like doing? What drains you?
Oddly enough, it's so funny because I never edit anymore.
Yeah.
But recording blows ass compared to editing. Like, it's just so much fun to like perfect your creativity as opposed to like the pressures of recording and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's strangely the things you hate most are the things you do the most. Because like my favorite thing to do is make thumbnails. And I hardly ever do it. Right?
Said no one ever.
Dude, I love making thumbnails. I don't know what it is. Something about it. Because I feel like I can actually be creative with them.
Yeah.
And I do also enjoy the experience of like going through other channels, seeing what's working for other people, and what kind of things I can pull from that. Because everyone has totally different strategies. So I find that super fascinating. But I don't get to do it very often. But then recording, I do that all the time. So like, I don't know. It just gets kind of boring after a while.
Yeah, I don't know. When I make thumbnails, I usually end up making like 2 or 3, and then I spend like an hour trying to decide which one I like the most.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not that I hate doing it. It's just like I constantly like second guess myself. I'm like, oh, this one's better. And I'm like, no, this one's better.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, like YouTube Studio said that they were going to implement something where you could A/B test like different thumbnails, but where is that?
Ooh, that was like mentioned years ago. I feel like
It felt like
the
that
thumbnail
was
process for our group is me, 2 editors, and the channel manager all trying to pitch things into one thumbnail, and it's usually very stressful and takes a couple hours until we finally settle on something.
I have noticed that like the style has definitely updated for your channel, Simple. Like to
experiment
include
a lot.
To include like your bigger versions of your face and stuff like that, and just like the ROM hack or whatever you're playing at the side.
Yeah, we discuss strategy a lot, and I figure like a game like Mario Maker 2 is at the point where the size of the audience is probably going to be the size of the audience forever, so you should try and establish yourself as the creator instead of the game being someone that pulls people to you.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
What things are you guys planning on doing in the future? Because this is Q4 and December is like big video time, and I don't know if that's like a secret or what, but
I happen to be a little bit derailed this year, but
fair enough.
No, we're gonna do like a lot of variety and stuff. We're grinding a lot of upstream stuff.
Cool.
And
nice.
Just a lot of different things instead of so much samey for the holiday season.
Are you gonna do? Well, I know you already completed like Green Demon for Mario 64, but are you considering doing that for like maybe Star Road or a different Mario 64 game?
I'd love to find some sort of project that is like similarly not arbitrary, but still a good challenge.
Yeah.
I've yet to find something that I want to do, but I'd love to do something long form like that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was probably like my favorite like video thing you ever created was all of those. Like I'll never forget like the freaking penguin strategy in Cool Mountain. You were like drawing shit, trying to figure out ways to get across. That was insane. And you actually like pulled it off after like 30 minutes. Well, 30 minutes in the video, of course, but yeah, it'd be cool to see stuff like that. Yeah,
I've been remodeling and designing my stream room.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, I'll show you guys. Do you remember there was like art behind me, right?
Yeah,
you look a blackboard,
some
right?
of you guys have seen. Okay.
Grand
Oh my
reveal.
god, his
Grand reveal of nothing.
Garbage can.
Big poggers.
But I'll send you guys some photos and stuff. I plan to paint the whole room, but the background will be a very me wallpaper. I'll show you some concepts.
Hell yeah.
Literally gonna be you. It's gonna be like your face.
It's like a very small dimension of my face, but stretched across the whole wall.
Extremely low res
Just one
picture.
color.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh man.
Crank up the JPEG artifacts.
Yes.
Deep fry it a little bit.
Just decompress it as much as possible, then stretch.
Okay, I'll throw you guys a couple concepts. We're still working on it. And
Nice.
I want to be like absolutely in love with
Oh,
it.
dude,
and I
is,
do it every day.
Is Granny
That's really
allowed
cool.
to post these just to be? Ooh.
Yeah, as long as he's not sharing the direct files, because like
Okay.
this is a lot of bitmap work.
Yeah, he just wants to show a photo on the cast. These are really cool.
Those are really cool.
Super
yeah.
cool.
These are awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited to. I'm gonna be nitpicking everything because I'm gonna stare at it every single day. So
Yeah, you want to make sure it's perfect. That makes sense.
Yep.
And once you put it up, you're gonna keep like seeing little things and be like, I wish I hadn't done
Yeah.
that.
Should have changed this. Maybe
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I like the Tetris pieces. That's sick.
What about everyone else? What's everyone else got going on for December?
Yes.
Not all at once.
Well, I'm gonna keep most of my videos. I don't want to say a secret because I haven't really planned it out myself.
Sure.
I have a few ideas of what I want to do, but I don't have like a schedule that I'm following yet. I'm planning on doing my room tour real quick. You guys
Nice.
can't see it, but everything pretty much outside of my view is cleaned, which it normally
Nice.
isn't. So I've actually been cleaning my
Nice.
room, and so I'm getting. I was hoping to do that today actually, but I'll probably do it in the next couple days. So hopefully getting that done. That's
You've
kind
been
of a big thing
promising
for
an
me at
office
least.
tour for like
A year.
It's just
I'm promising a house tour as well since I moved here. It still hasn't happened.
it's
Dude,
just
the
always a
last
work
time
in-
I did a game room tour was 2019.
There you
it's
go.
been almost 3 years at this point.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just my office is always like a work in progress. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it until I do this, put this
Yeah.
up. But then after
Yeah.
a point, I'm like, okay, I should just do it now. Like whatever. Like it's never gonna be finished, kind of thing. So I might
I
as
mean,
well just
Yeah.
get it done.
You can always post one video and then a couple years later post another one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because. So I'm probably actually going to do one next year. Like, it'll be the first video of January because I'm still
Hell yeah.
going to want to kind of relax. I'm probably going to take like 3 weeks off. So I'll just do a quick room because basically I'm putting together like a retro room kind of thing. So whenever, like in January, I'm just going to record that, edit that in like a day, and then that's my video
Yeah.
for the week. So I can basically have another week off.
Because you did some sort of tour this year, right? I remember you did
I was
a
gonna
tour
say,
of
I
your-
think that was like the first video we recorded this year. When after I moved in.
Well, the thing is, like, a lot has changed. I've gotten
right.
things have honestly changed. I think enough to the point where it would be worth recording a
Right.
video. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing as well. It's just one of those because I know people like to see that kind of stuff anyway because they're always curious, like what exactly isn't like your favorite, YouTuber's house or just like a little
Yeah.
small taste, I guess.
These concepts are great, by the way.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
I like the first one. I like both of them. I think I like the first one you showed me.
I like the
More.
cat just
Yeah,
cleaning itself.
we're probably leaning towards the first one. The second one was just something like Vic did, and I was like, oh, that's kind of actually really cool on accident.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
crap,
actually
it was
just a demonstration that he can make the bitmaps any size without color or quality loss, and
Oh,
it
nice.
just looked really cool.
I just love that like the Blender elements are still in there. That's really funny for me. For
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to stare at every day, so we have 3D model like
Yeah.
mock-up area.
That's super cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
What about
Yes.
you, Andrew?
I've got a couple things going on. Right now, I am working on the next iteration of my NES controller coffee table that I'm going to try to finally make a tutorial on how to do that at home for cheap.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is that the third
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. So the first one that I did was many years ago. I just kind of like free-handed an NES controller on a $20 Walmart coffee table. And then the next one that I did that has been in my videos since was one where I was a little bit more deliberate about it. I like printed out like printed elements of like the buttons and the Nintendo logo and stuff like that, and like sealed it under some Mod Podge on a coffee table.
That's so
Now-
cool.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to do it a little better. I guess I can't show it, but I've got like one of those coffee tables that has like a spring-loaded mechanism in it where it's got like a hidden compartment underneath.
Oh, sick.
So I want to make
Cool.
it so that like you can like pull it up and forward and have just controllers laid out in the inside the table to pull
That's
out
so
for
neat.
game consoles. So I'm gonna work on a tutorial for that should hopefully come out within the next month.
Nice.
That sounds great.
Otherwise, I've been through various little channels. I've been hinting at this, and you guys know about my secret side project.
Yeah.
So this will be minus cast exclusive. Some
dang.
Snap.
news for them, but I don't want to reveal too much. But like we're planning on releasing a trailer of what we've got going at some point before the end of the year.
Cool.
But we have just been approved for this project for putting it out on a console that one of my favorite companies created. It's kind of a hybrid console. It can go on your TV or handheld. So we've gotten
Wow.
approved to work on that.
The
Can't
Wii
believe you
U.
got approved for this.
Some more observant viewers might be able to guess what that is, but yeah, very excited to be able
More
to
observant.
very excited to be able to put something out on that. So
Yeah.
look for that
Nice.
trailer to drop sometime in the next
That's awesome.
month or so.
Oh yeah.
That is fantastic.
This thing you may be talking about may have been shared with everyone, and it may or may not have been a very cool thing.
Thank you.
It
I
sure
think.
is.
It mostly was.
may or
It was
may
a
not
cool
have been.
thing.
It may not have been.
May not have been a cool thing. Sorry, guys.
Definitely, I
have to
would
wait.
say it was.
You'll just have to find out once it's announced.
Just stay tuned.
What about you, Chuck? I don't know what the timeline's looking like for all your stuff outside of your videos.
Yeah, I've not been working on that at all, like since we came back from the convention, just because it's like
Been working
that
on
was-
Soulstar, just for
Yeah.
context for anyone that's
yeah,
new.
for context, yeah. For Soulstar stuff, I haven't really been working on it
Now on
since-
Kickstarter. Go give it money.
Yes, go kickstart it.
Not for long. I don't know when this cast is coming out, but yeah, I've just been working on gaming stuff or like YouTube stuff. Working on the Deltarune since that came out during the time that I was still working on the game. Need to finish up the Mario RPGs, and I want to get started on the Pokemon stuff because the remakes come out on the 19th. It's the 4th when we're recording this, and then Legends comes out in January, something like that. So I think it's it might be like
early next year.
yeah,
January 28th, I think.
something like that. I think it's just probably primo time to finally do some Pokemon stuff because people have been wanting that for a while, and I'm just like, nah, it wouldn't work, and then I made it work. So now I can finally do it.
And you already
So you
have
said the remakes are coming out on the 19th of this month?
Yeah, 2 weeks
That's
tomorrow.
awesome. I need to keep better track of this. I used to be up on every upcoming release date. But
Yeah, I only
I'm
know
terrible about that now,
because
but-
I only know because I write it all down. I have Google Calendar. It's the
I
only
just,
way I can keep track either.
The last like several Pokemon releases, I'm super hyped for it. Then I play it up until like the 6th gym, and then I just like don't touch it again.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just get distracted.
I don't know.
You don't have that childlike wonder anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Especially with like the new games. I don't know. Like with Sword and Shield, I was like, I don't want to say I got tired of it. I just like couldn't be bothered to really finish it. But I don't know. Apparently the DLC made it a little bit better.
You would
Or
say you
why
hate
not?
it.
It's
For all the passionate Pokemon fans,
Yeah,
you would
that's
say you
right.
hate it.
There's only two sides. You either absolutely love the game or it
yeah.
made you hate your life. That's it.
yeah, you can't have a nuanced approach. You can't have a
There
complex
There is no
opinion.
Yeah.
no moderation.
There is no
Well-
in between.
Extremes only.
Yeah.
It was so horrible to Tetra that the 6th gym just wasn't even worth it.
There you go.
Official rating.
Could not be bothered.
7.8
Not bothered out of 10.
Well, I think it could be interesting if you guys wanted to. I think our lovely viewers might be interested to know what we've been personally playing recently.
Oh,
Sure.
You know?
I don't know. Not for
as
a while.
I've said, Deltarune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of been my life for the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I still haven't given it a chance. I need to. I absolutely love Undertale.
You love
and
Undertale, yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think I downloaded it on Switch and played it for maybe like 10 minutes, and I don't know why I just got distracted by other things, but I should.
Interesting.
Yeah, to
It
be
is
fair,
free on
chapter
Nintendo
1 isn't as
only-
good.
Yeah.
What is it?
I was just gonna say, to be fair, chapter 1 isn't as good, but then the second
Okay.
chapter really it hooks you
Yeah.
in really good.
It ramps up.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I've been putting off, like, I've avoided all chapter 2 spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
When I come back and, like, I'm on Twitch, I'll get all the spoilers at once. So that'll be
Oh
perfect.
yeah. Pretty
People,
much.
did you know? It's like, no, well, I do now.
Well, now I do. Also, that's a character I haven't encountered yet, but I'll keep that name in mind.
So, what are you playing then?
I basically only play Osu, Melee, and Valorant right now. All grindy games.
Okay.
Nice.
Is
been
this on
playing
your free
the-
time or is this for work?
That is, like, yeah, just the work stuff I do is when I get out of my grindy element and
Yeah.
do some variety.
Yeah.
So it's just that's the for me grinds.
Yeah.
Tetra?
God, I've been playing a lot of stuff. Well, after Deltarune, I played a lot of Metroid. Finished all
Nice.
that.
Oh,
Metroid,
nice.
such a good game. Such a good game.
I heard it was really, really good.
Metroid
yeah.
Dread, yeah. Honestly, I mean, when I first beat it, I was like, man, top 5 Switch games for sure, kind of thing. Which I still think it is. I think it's one of my favorite Switch games. But I even like put it up. I might put it in like my top 15 Nintendo games of all time. Honestly, I thought it was like that
Really?
good.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I like, and I've never really played 2D Metroid games, so it was like pretty much a first. I've played a few of them in the past, like here and there, like just touched them for a little bit, but yeah, like just as a noob to the series, I was like just blown away. So now I want to go back and play some of the other ones.
You absolutely should.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Do you think the bar is set too high for you now? Are you scared?
It might be. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people hail like Super Metroid as the best game of all time too. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
definitely.
I'm sure a lot of the quality of life stuff might not be up to par,
Sure.
but as a taking it as a Super Nintendo game, I'm sure I'd still find appreciation for it. I've heard really good things about both Game Boy Advance releases as well. So I'll
Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion is fun. I
Definitely.
played a
Zero
few
Mission.
hours of that a long time ago, and that was pretty fun.
yeah, so I want to check those out. Been playing a lot of Mario Party lately. I think that's my game of the year
Yes.
this year. Like, it's
Really?
I don't want to say it's objectively better than Metroid Dread as a video game itself. It's like completely apples and oranges. I just think there's like more.
Objectively better.
I think there's because like I beat Metroid in like 10 hours, and it's like I don't really want to replay the whole game right away, kind of thing. So it's like I got 10 hours of enjoyment. I'm sure I'll replay it eventually and play hard mode or whatever. But like Mario Party, I think I've already surpassed that in like whatever a week or whatever it's been now. So I've just been really enjoying it as a big fan of the first 3 Mario Party games. Of just so good. It's such a like a good remake. Like definitely does hold a candle to the original games.
Cool.
That's mostly it. I've been playing Hades actually for outside of Nintendo stuff. Been playing Hades a lot. Pretty addicting game for any of you guys that haven't played it. What
of it.
else? Yeah,
You've heard of it?
it was like on our.
looks
I think it was
cool.
nominated on our first Game Awards, and that was 2 years ago. Game Awards that you went, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Damn. Can't believe it's been
I
2
forgot
years.
you went to
That's
that.
wild.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Wore my big Mario suit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember we were watching. We're like trying to find you in the crowd.
Yeah.
But
We're like,
I had
where's
to get my
Drew?
own selfie.
yeah. I also downloaded a bunch of other games that I want to dive. I played Age of Empires 4 like briefly this week. I definitely want to spend more time with that. I'm a pretty big Age of Empires 2 fan. And what else did I download? Grounded. It's like a RPG where it's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids RPG kind of thing in
game's
the
cool.
backyard. Yeah,
Okay.
so I want to. I downloaded it. I still haven't played it, but that's kind of what's on my plate right now.
Cool.
Nice.
What about you, Nate?
What games have I played? I've been playing a little bit of
Yeah.
Bloons.
Hell yeah.
Monkey game.
Yeah, I've been playing the
Monkey
Monkey game. I've also been playing Mario Party Superstars. Well, so it's interesting because I've made 3 videos on it, and I've also played it casually at least 4 or 5 times, and I still love the game to death. And usually after I play a new game, I don't want to touch it for months. This is a game that I'm gonna keep coming back to for a long time, because it really is a classic Mario Party game, and it's so cool that people that grew up with the 3DS games actually have a more convenient way to try the older ones and see why they're just so great. Because really the only issue with Mario Party Superstars is just the coin economy is a little broken. It's way too easy to get coins, but it really doesn't alter the fun itself very much. Yeah. So it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not the big a deal. So I've been playing that.
Yep.
I don't know.
What about
That's
you?
about
Andrew?
it.
What have you been up to?
Well, I guess
play games.
uncharacteristically, I've been playing mostly PS5 stuff because we just got a PS5 recently.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Just finished.
Who did you have to sell your soul to do that?
Walmart.
Which organ did you sell?
Yeah,
All of them. I'm just a wreck down there now.
just a skeleton.
I finished Far Cry 6 because I was excited for that. I like Far Cry and I like Giancarlo Esposito.
I was gonna say Giancarlo Esposito, the game.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I feel my impression of Far Cry 6 was I'm a huge fan of Far Cry 3. That's my favorite in the series, and Far Cry 6 is I feel like the gameplay is objectively just a better version of Far Cry 3. I think the story was pretty lacking compared to Far Cry 3. I think Voss was a cooler villain overall, which is kind of crazy. I love Giancarlo Esposito, but I feel just on the writing side they could have done a little better. In Far Cry 3, it was you're a tourist who's come to this Southeast Asia island and has gotten trapped here with a militant group that's taken over the island, and you have to find all your friends and escape. Whereas this one is more it's just somebody who has lived in this oppressive dictatorship and is familiar with the area and is just deciding to sort of fight back. So it's less of oh crap. It's more this sucks, I guess we'll do something about it. So it was a little harder to get into the story, I think, but after a certain point it was very interesting, and the performances were great.
That's good.
I also recently finished sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask about Far Cry, because is it on the same timeline? Because I know with 5 there's a nuke that was set off at the end and they made a spin-off sequel to that. Is this in the same timeline?
No. Oh, yes, actually it is, because spoilers for anybody who hasn't played Far Cry 6. Turn off your sound for 15 seconds. At the very end, there is there's a callback to Far Cry 3 that you basically hear one of the main characters talk to Voss, the boss, or not boss, but one of the villains from Far Cry 3. So it's apparent that this was a prequel to Far Cry 3. So I think it is meant to be part of that.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's
timeline.
Okay, cool.
Simple, you can come back now.
Just not coming back.
No, he's gone. I scared him off.
Rip.
But yeah, and then the other thing that I've really been sinking time into is Deathloop on PS5. Just finished Deathloop. I would say there's a Polygon article. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it pretty much summed up me and my wife's impressions of that game, which is that we kind of wish that we could go back to where we were 90% done with the game and just leave it there, because there's a lot of questions that are just completely unanswered. And I guess apparently I haven't played a lot of Arcane games, but Dishonored, the Dishonored series and Prey, but I've heard that it's kind of the same sort of thing where a lot of the story elements are kind of left open-ended and aren't really wrapped up. And it seemed like that was kind of the case with Deathloop. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those avant-garde movies where it's
what do it really mean?
Yeah, they put out a lot of questions, and then it seems like they're leading in a direction, and then they never explain it. So that was disappointing. The gameplay was great. Yeah, the gameplay was a lot of fun, and honestly, the story was really cool up until the last 10%, where it's we're not going to answer any of the questions you've had throughout the game. We're just gonna let you guess. So that kind of sucked, but But as far as I don't regret playing it. It was a fun time.
That's good.
Nice.
Grant, what are you playing these days?
Yeah, what is Grant playing?
That's cool.
Dark Souls 3.
That's a really cool game right there.
Okay, no idea you were into
Tell us
that.
more about it.
It is fun.
Strike me as a Frogger kind of guy.
Yeah. I could totally see Grant just playing Frogger on like PS1 or something. In his
That's
off
just the
time.
only game he's ever played and ever wants to play. Yeah.
Aside
I
from
gotta get
Mario
back
Party.
home and beat my PS1 Frogger high score, guys.
Sorry, can't stay around editing.
Dude, I remember there was a Frogger game I had as a kid on the Game Boy Advance, and I freaking hated it. It was like impossible.
Oh,
forgot what it was
was it like
called.
when Frogger was like he was like a Sonic character? We had like a full body and like the Shrek vest and whatever.
I can like
Was that
see the
there?
box art in my head.
I don't know. I don't think
Is
it
it
was
like-
that. All I remember is like I would always
Frogger
get to level
Adventures?
2, and it was like on this boardwalk, and the jumps were so ridiculously like precise. I'd always just die and get a game over, and then I hated the game. Then I'd switch to a different Game Boy Advance game, play something else for 10 minutes, go back to that because I wanted to try again, and then that was the cycle
Oh
of my
God.
childhood.
That's so relatable. Like there's always that one game where you're just like, ah man, screw this. I don't want to do this.
you're
Yeah,
not
that's the
angry,
one.
try
That's the
again.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Let me see.
Fucking Shrek vest.
Doesn't it look like he's wearing
It
Shrek's
does.
clothes?
It does.
I played
Yes.
some Frog game
Yeah.
like on the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, and I could just never get past like the third level. It was like a top-down 3D platformer kind of.
I know there's a Frogger
It's ha-
PS1
That's
game that was
haunted.
pretty
I
popular.
have no idea what game it is.
But it
I
wasn't
rented it.
Frogger.
I have no idea. I think
remember,
so.
yeah.
I've tried finding it before.
Yeah. That?
No, it was like
This is-
Oh, okay.
proper like.
Like a platformer.
Do you know Pac-Man World 1?
Yes.
Or Pac-Man World 2? The levels were kind of Pac-Man World 2 like, but you were
Okay. some
some frog main character.
I feel like Nitro Rad reviewed this. It just sounds like something he
Maybe.
reviewed. I don't know.
I'd love to know what game that is. Someone out there tell me.
Yeah.
It's always so funny, like when there are games like that you don't like remember. There was this one game that I remember playing at my cousin's house, and I found out what it was in like the weirdest of places. I was watching just a Did You Know Gaming episode. I can't even remember what the episode was because my takeaway was like, oh shit, it's that. Because like at the end they were just like, oh, and like one of our sister channels has a video on toe ball number 2, and I'm just like, wait. Oh my God! It's my golden chicken. Like that's the one I've been thinking of all these years.
I feel like I do that all the time with like classic PC educational games. I always forget like what I played as a little child, and then I'll see it, and it's just a wave of nostalgia.
It's like, oh my God, I remember that. It's like 5 years
Yeah.
old.
Hyper Shark, dude.
Hyper Shark.
Hyper Shark. I played Zoombinis. I remember that game.
Yeah, Zumbinis.
That game was fun.
Insane
Zumbinis was
Aquarium,
awesome.
Nathan. Mm-hmm. Insane Aquarium was your jam. That was the
Oh,
one that,
hell yeah. Feeding Frenzy as well.
Feeding
I love Feeding Frenzy.
You made a
Did
video
you
on
make
that,
an
didn't
insane aquarium video? Yeah.
Oh, I did make a video on the aquarium video. Yeah, a few
you?
years
Yeah, I
ago.
remember we covered that.
I
Yeah.
had
had
to
to watch
connect.
that, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was like, because I like remembered that game. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to play this and make a video on it just because why not?
what I loved about that video was that like it was kind of risky in the sense that like we weren't sure if anyone was gonna watch it. 'Cause I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way anyone cares about this. But I want to do it anyway.
And then it did pretty well. Yeah.
It did okay. Yeah. Actually, I have no idea. I haven't looked at the views on that and probably since it came out. So
Yeah. Like it was definitely no Mario video. It was just like, oh, what the heck is this?
yeah. Yeah, I did Hamster Ball that year as well. Another game
That's true,
nobody's heard
yeah.
of. But yeah.
That's an interesting idea. If there was like one game that you wish you could like, I'm sure we've all gotten like this question at some point, but like if there was one game that you could like cover, whether it be like streaming or making a video on it, whatever, like what would it be? Because I know that we're mostly like Mario Nintendo people, but if given the opportunity to be like, okay, I know people are gonna watch this, this is gonna be cool, like what would you play or make a video on?
Dude,
That's a good question.
Digimon World 3 is low-key the greatest troll game that's ever been created,
Oh.
and no one even knows it. But to make a
Explain.
fully encompassing video on it, it'd be quite the task because it's like 40 hours of normal gameplay.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
Holy shit, dude.
Damn.
I didn't realize it until I was an adult, the amount of times you go out of your way to get an empty box. Like, that shit blew my mind in adulthood replaying this game. I can't believe how trolly it was, dude. That game's
isn't that-
underrated.
Isn't that the game that has like a 60-hour speedrun or whatever?
For like
that's,
100%.
Yeah,
The
okay.
speedrun itself is like still 7 or 8 hours, which is quite a long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking of a, I think it's either Katos or it's a Yu-Gi-Oh
No,
game.
there's a Digimon game that I know that I've seen like someone like choke at like 45 hours or something, and she just.
I mean,
like,
yeah, there
screams.
probably is also a Digimon game that's like that too.
Damn, this game
But-
looks sick, dude.
Yeah.
Digimon World 3. One day I'll make the full
Transition.
I won't do anything else for a month.
We're just gonna play
Ultimate
Digimon.
Video. It's actually
Oh.
so funny. There's so many just like, oh man, it's actually underrated.
Now
I didn't
very
even realize
curious.
it was that kind of game. Imagine any RPG Maker game that you've played where it's like designed to waste your time and stuff, but that was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, the any percent is like 6 hours. You're right. Yeah, I think this is what I'm
It's
thinking
honestly pretty good for a an RPG.
about. Yeah.
Not that bad.
What about you, Tetramino?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, any game I'd love to cover. Probably like Mega Man Battle Network series.
Oh, yeah.
Love
Heard
those
that
games to
one's really
death. They're just very niche. Like there's been a few videos that have popped off here and there over the past couple years, but even like those videos it's kind of like a flash in the pan. Like I know recently there's been a video talking about how like there's been like a resurgence in like the competitive scene for the games because the games have been like modded and you can like play them online and stuff
Yeah.
with rollback netcode, I think, and all that stuff. So like there's videos every once in a while, but the series itself is pretty. I think Mega Man in itself is a pretty niche series on YouTube at least. I mean, there's a lot of Mega Man
true.
fans, but as far as Mega Man content goes, it's not really something that I see much
Yeah.
of, especially not that does well, like subjectively well in quotations. So yeah, if I had to pick like one game or series, it'd probably be those.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm
No, you're absolutely
surprised
right about
that there was never a Mega Man 12 because I remember 11 sold pretty well. I think it sold like over
Yeah.
1 million units, which for Mega Man was like actually pretty good.
That was pretty recent, though, wasn't it?
That was
3
3
years
years
ago.
ago.
3
Yeah.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that game was really hard too. Mega Man
Was
11.
it good? Because I don't think I ever heard anything about like whether or not it was good. I feel
I
like
liked
at
it.
most I heard it was average.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like you'd appreciate it more if you already liked Mega Man because
Sure.
it is it gets very difficult, especially near the end. But
You'd appreciate it even
I
more
liked
if you
it.
played Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah, I played that game that same year as well because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get ready for Mega Man 11. Let's play 2, and then Mighty Number 9 for the memes. And then I played Mighty Number 9. I'm like, I hate video games. When I finished. That was like the worst 3 days of my life. Honestly, just playing that game. I got all the DLC. I went all out. I did all the research on all 4 of their failed Kickstarters. And
That's
then
what you
like,
gotta do.
I played the whole thing. I did all the DLC crap. All their shit.
Mighty Number 9 had crowdfunding campaigns that failed?
Well, I mean, I call them all failures. I think they all.
They just like,
I mean,
they just like didn't deliver on a lot of the
Oh, right,
goals,
right.
yeah.
There's no
Them all
3DS version, I think.
failed.
There's
I mean-
no like.
Every Kickstarter, no one cares about any of them now. Like, I think they literally launched 3 Kickstarters before they even finished the main game. Like, there was like a TV show, another completely random game, and then there was like
That's
another
nuts.
Kickstarter for something else entirely. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like they've set the bar for like Kickstarter failures. I think.
Yeah, I don't
for
know if you
years
can
to
get
come at
lower
this
than
point.
that, honestly.
Yeah,
That was pretty bad.
yeah. I just think with the 2D Mega Man games, I think like since like all the classic ones are held at such a high standard, it's tough to like break that ground. I guess with the newest, with 11, they tried like reinvigorating the graphics and stuff to kind of set it apart, which I think is good because I think like 9 and 10 just used 8-bit graphics.
They used the
so
retro.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah, which is cool, but it's like you can't really stand out from the old ones. You're just like a modern version of an old game, which was like a cool thing at the time. But I think just long term, it's tough. You want to innovate, but you don't want to change it too much that people don't like. The original fans like don't care about it.
Doesn't
kind of thing.
translate.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say they could do Mega Man but 3D, but they already did that. And I think that was
didn't go over
really,
too well.
yeah, I think some people liked them, but most of them didn't really like it. So the only thing I could really see them doing is like basically make a classic Mega Man game, but actually make it 3D and make the objectives very similar, where you just find the robot master. Maybe even make it like kind of open world, like the new 3D Kirby is going to be, because that game is looking really, really cool. So I don't really know how else you would expand Mega Man beyond doing that. Like maybe, you defeat a certain amount of enemies, and then you get like, leveled up from that, or you get like a specific power up from that, and then you use that to take out a specific boss. Like, I don't know, maybe they could do something like that, but that also sounds really challenging to develop for. But I guess it could work.
Yeah.
I saw a cool video yesterday. I'll post it here. It's not a game. I thought it was at first. Like the title says remaster, so it kind of implies that it is, but someone like rendered an animation of a remake of Mario Bros 3. And I was like, this like really could be like the next generation of like 2D games, because it's let's see, I'll post it for you guys. Like it's like a realistic looking background, so it's like a big house level, so it's like within like it's on top of all like toys and stuff. It just looks really, really cool. And yeah, I saw like this could be like, if whatever game takes this approach, I think would do very well. Like, be it Mario, Yoshi, whatever.
Interesting. I could definitely see this being like a Yoshi game.
Yeah, definitely. Like in the vein of Woolly World and Crafted World.
For those that reminds me
didn't watch my Woolly World video. So Yoshi's Woolly World was supposed to be like this. There's actually like a level left over that isn't in like a kid's room or whatever. Yeah. And there's several like test maps that suggest that it was supposed to be like that, but I guess they kind of, I mean, the game kind of is still takes this approach where it's like, it's made out of, everything's obviously made of crafts and wool and stuff. But just like, outside of that, just like real stuff, like toys, just like, like other Nintendo stuff in the background. I think it would do really well as a selling point.
Yeah.
I think aesthetically it looks really, really nice because it stands out so much. Like, hey, 16-bit graphics with like realistic backgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't been done.
If you wanted to go a step further, like if there's ever a Mario Maker 3 where you could like do some sort of augmented reality thing where like you take pictures of your own place.
Now that would be cool.
And kind of like Mario Kart, whatever.
Mario Kart Live.
Yeah, Mario Kart Live. Yeah. Kind of like that. You can kind of like make your own 2D levels out of like your actual place. I think that'd be like
very awesome.
Yeah.
Also, random
really cool
fact that nobody knows, but Nintendo actually added more Grand Prix to Mario Kart Live after the game came out.
Really?
Woo. Yes.
I gotta boot it back up again.
Yeah, I'm very, very curious to.
You have to buy a kit for that, right?
You have to get at least one of the RC cars. It's $100, so it is a little expensive. But
how many checkpoints can you like? Can I go crazy? Can I like build one around my pool?
Here's the thing. So yes and no. So there's 5 checkpoints, but the way it works is it's based off of the Wi-Fi signal off of your Switch. So you could actually build a course around your pool. You would just have to kind of follow your Switch around, or at least be somewhat
put your Switch on a
floating in the center of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Kind of cool.
That would actually be really sick.
Oh man. Okay.
It's sick until like the car falls into the pool and you're just like,
no.
I was gonna say you make like a ramp over the pool and it's like a do or die thing. You either make it or
oh my god, yes.
Or it's $100 down the drain.
Let me not forget this idea. It sounds fun.
What is nice about Mario Kart Live is I see them in stores all the time. Like no one's buying them.
Yeah.
I think just because it is a pretty steep price. So I mean, if you really want one, I'm sure you could find it pretty easily.
I've seen it drop down to like $70. I'm sure Black Friday there will be some deals.
Oh
I want to get that Luigi one eventually.
Yeah, I love the Luigi
nice,
one. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Cool.
I mean, I guess I get it. I understand like why they haven't done more, just because like the price is probably so steep. But it's just like Mario and Luigi. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They never even did like Peach or Yoshi. But
yeah, it'd be cool to have at least 4.
Yeah.
But anyway,
$400 on RC racing.
Let us know in the comments if you would spend $400 to have Peach and Toad also in your racer arsenal.
I would do it.
This is how I wrote it, Tetra.
Have a do or die jump.
Hell yeah, dude! I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be like a really cool video.
Be so funny.
That'd be
really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, now you have to do
Whenever we meet up again, we need to do that.
Yeah, I'll bring the because I have 2 of them. I think you can hook up to 4.
Swanky has the
If I'm
other
not
two.
mistaken. At least 2. Yeah, we could do like races and stuff.
Zuckhouse 4.0 racetrack.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I saw you got the Zuck sauce.
We did get the
did.
Zuck sauce.
We found
That's so
Zuckerberg
exciting.
sauce.
Put it in your shelf with your video games. Like a normal person.
Oh, like a regular human being.
It's sitting in the office right now, just in case I need it.
Yeah. You never know when the opportunity for Zuck will strike.
I mean, at least Zuckerberg, I guess, has good flavor or good taste in barbecue sauce. He could have picked
He
like
does.
Heinz or something.
Heinz Baby Ray's.
I didn't even know Heinz made that. I thought it was just Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh, just regular like Heinz barbecue sauce, like their brand.
Yeah.
Heinz has a monopoly. Not Heinz. Sweet Baby Ray's has a monopoly on barbecue sauce.
Yeah. No one else makes it.
No.
No other company has ever dared to try to compete with
impossible.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
To encroach on Sweet Baby Ray.
Do we want to wrap
Cool.
it up there?
Yeah. Let's do
Okay,
that.
bye.
Probably.
Hope you guys
Okay,
enjoyed.
bye.
All right. Well, I don't know what we're gonna title this. I don't know what Grant's gonna make with the thumbnail because we have no centralized topic.
No.
Let's all do a
Good luck.
thumbnail pose. You can put us all on the thumbnail, right? We got to do a pose.
Thumbnail
He's going to put all
pose?
5
right.
of us on the
Yeah.
thumbnail.
I mean,
like-
you could.
You know?
There you go, Grant. You can
pose.
use those. You don't have to. You can.
You can.
I
if
don't
you'd
recommend
like.
it. But maybe you
Mine's
can.
in front of an unevenly lit green screen, so that's pretty primo, Grant.
Yeah.
Bring it all
Yeah.
over.
I have a green
Grant.
shirt. Have
Grant.
fun.
You can do
Change
whatever
the
you
green
want with that.
Change the green screen graphic every 10 minutes into something new.
Yes.
Behind simple screen.